Okay guys, Zombie X here again from HeadFi. Today I'm going to be talking to you about this, which is the DT1350 by Beyerdynamic. It is similar to the T50P they made, but not for professional use. It is 80 ohms, and the T50P I believe was 32 ohms. This one has some cosmetic differences to it. It has like the split headband here. Also, the ear pads are going to be a little bit thicker. They're actually a bit more comfortable too. They got more padding. And one of the biggest changes to me is that it's just a single-sided cord or cable. The T50 was double-sided, which I thought was kind of cool. So if you guys wanted to ever use them balanced, you could always just snip the end of the cord and do that. But you can't with these. You'd have to do a full recable on them, which is kind of crazy because there's not a lot of room to work with in these cups, I guess. But getting into the sound, these sound, to me at least, like a baby T1. They're the closest sounding to the T1 of any of the other Beyers that I've heard or had. They're very warm. They're also pretty, they have an emphasis on the bass, or on bass in general. I know a lot of people online say that they don't have much bass, or they can't get a good seal. For me though, in order to get like the best seal, I found that when putting them on, you have to kind of angle the headband back, and then you twist the cup forward a little bit. It also helps too to have it adjusted to be a little tighter up here. But once you get it just right, there is a lot of bass. Even too, like if you put them on and you lay down, and they kind of sink into your ears more, and it creates a better seal. So if any of you listen to your headphones at night when going to bed, I think that would work. But the claims of these having no bass is just false. They do have bass. A lot of bass. So, I don't know where that came from. I think it's a lot of people just didn't get the proper seal. But, talking about the mid-range in that, they have a lot of mid-range. They're pretty forward. Not as forward as T1. Or maybe actually, they might be a little bit more forward. But of course, it's not going to be like the same quality. The T1's still going to have the better mid-range. But, they're very forward. I'd say it's really good for like rock music and that. It works really well with the guitars or any vocal music. The treble, since we're talking about rock, the treble isn't that harsh. It's very smooth, very tube-like treble, I guess. So if you're worried about these being like really bright or anything, they're not. They have an emphasis on the treble as well, but it's not harsh at all to me. So yeah, the sound in general, it's really warm, with emphasis on bass and I think on all of them, maybe mainly bass and mid-range. The bass reach is pretty good. It does seem like it rolls off a little bit early. Same thing with the treble, it rolls off a little bit, it seems. Then again, it could just be how I'm amping them. I'm amping them on my Bioelectric V200. I will use them from my Zune unamped, because I think that they perform perfectly fine unamped, even though they're 80 ohms. But when amping them, they do improve quite a bit. I think the bass gets more body to it. They should also become smoother with amping. They're very comfortable. I haven't had any issues. If I leave them on for a while, they do start to clamp against your ears a little bit and starts to hurt, kind of like how grottos and that make your ears hurt. It's like that. But I think they're good value. I don't know, not so much now after Beyer raised their map price. I thought they were better value before when they're $300. Now they're like $379. But I think that's a little crazy that they raised their map. But, well, what you gonna do? Maybe look for them used, I think around like $250, and that's really good value. I don't know about the $379. I think to me that's a little overpriced. Because in direct comparison to the T50, they are better, but I don't know if they're like the extra $100 better. I'd say no. I'd say the T50 are going to be the better value. I think those go for like $240 or something like that. But as far as they compare the two, the T50 has some weird thing with the mids going on where it sounds a little congested. The DT1350 has more bass and has a little bit more treble. Now I haven't heard the T50P for a while, so this is all memory. But as far as I can tell, the DT1350 is the smoother and bassier of them. As far as like monitoring, I don't think that they'd be good for monitoring. I mean, they're not really a flat sound at all. I'd say they're colored, they're warm. As far as they like compared to the HD25s, I'd say they're better. I mean, HD25s were good, they're brighter. But I think just a warmer, smoother headphone works better with rock, especially with the way it's produced nowadays, with it being more treble-oriented and that. And I noticed too with a lot of modern rock that they kind of skip on the mid-range, which I think this is good for. But that's just my little view on these. I need to give a shout out to the guys at Beyerdynamic, especially Pete Carini. He's been sending me these out to demo, and actually I like them so much I ended up buying the T5P, the T70, and the DT1350 now from him. And a little bit of news for you guys, I actually have a Custom 1 Pro on the way from them, and a T90. The T90, I don't have an estimated time of arrival, same as the Custom 1. As far as I know, they haven't got their Custom 1 Pro demo units in yet, so I don't know when that's happening. But the T90, I think they only have one or two in, and he said that they're both out on loan. He said one of the ones was to a guy in Head-Fi. I don't know who, he didn't specify. But he says he was going to contact them and see if they could get them back, so I can do a video for you guys. But that's just my little view on it. If you guys have comments, post them below, like, subscribe. The more subscribers I get, it does help increase the chances of getting other headphones from companies. Right now, I haven't really got any... No companies have really responded. Besides the guys at Brainwaves, they make the HM5 headphone. I might have one of those coming, but I'm not sure. But to the next guys, Zombie X from Head-Fi, also known as Austin, out.